MN, the line ML is parallel to the line PH, where RV is a transversal with the angle RSM 12. So let's put this on. RSM is 12x minus 7. So whenever you're naming an angle, if you're given 3 points, so RSM, for example, RSM, the angle is going to be at the center, the middle letter. So that's the angle, right? Labeling there is, we got this to be 12x minus 7. All right, so we also got the measure of angle PTV. So you want to mark that angle as well, from P to T to V, PTV. So we got PTV. So the angle is right here. The measure of that angle was given as 4x minus 5. Can you determine the value of x? Definitely we can determine the value of x by pairing the two angles that we have and then see the relationship between them. Now, let's take a look at what's given. Let us quickly mark off some stuff. Here are the two parallel lines. That's one. The second parallel line is here. And our transversal is this. Now, let us focus on what we were given. We got two angles that were actually on the same side of the transversal. For example, this angle here is, and we got this angle here. So those two angles are to the left of the transversal. Also, we notice that those two angles are outside of the parallel lines. They are not within. For example, they are not between the parallel lines. They are not. So what that makes them, it makes them consecutive exterior angles, right? So it makes them consecutive exterior angles. So let us now put together what we know about consecutive exterior angles. Consecutive exterior angles are supplementary. What that means? It means 4x minus 5 plus 12x minus 7 is equal to 180 degrees. They're supplementary. So here it is that we have a regular equation that we want to solve. So let us put it together. 16x minus 12 is equal to 180. So I just group my like terms there. Now I'm going to add 12 to both sides. So I'm having 16x, which is equal to 192. Now, finally, this 192, if I divide both sides by 16, I'm going to get x to equal to 12. So the value of x is 12 in this situation that we have here. Remember that we are linking ideas. Now, because we know the value of x is 12, right? The question went further and it says, hey, what is the measure of RSM? So we want to measure RSM. What is the measure of it? Let us represent RSM with the expression that we got. RSM was given as 12x minus 7. But bear in mind that we found out that x is 12. Therefore, we're going to substitute 12 wherever x is. So this is 144 minus 7. So 144 minus 7 is going to leave us with about 137 degrees. So we got that. So basically we're saying that, hey, all of this here, that angle is 137 right there. Question went further and it says, what is the value of PTV? PTV is this angle right here. PTV. PTV can be represented by 4x minus 5. But remember that x is equal to 12, then we take 5. So this is going to give us 40, 48, and then we take 5 from that. So I'm looking at 43 degrees. This angle here is actually 43 degrees. Let's take a look at the last two ideas. It says here, list all the angles congruent to RSM. All right. So we want to list all the angles congruent to RSM. So let us take a look at RSM. So let me take off some stuff. So RSM is right here, this angle right here. So I'm going to put it right here, 3137, right? And I'm going to take off these. I'm going to leave that. So I could populate this diagram very quickly by utilizing many skills that we have. For example, this angle here is 137 as well. This angle here is 137 because it corresponds with angle at S right there, right? And then these are vertical again. So we have vertical. So firstly, this angle here is vertical to that. And then we have corresponding angles that are vertical again. What we do notice though, is that I could fill out all the information. 43 vertical here. If we take this from 180, we're gonna get 43. So this is 43 here, and it's vertical here again. So definitely, the question wants me to write down the angles that are congruent to this angle here. So I could easily just represent those after I have populated that diagram. So that are congruent to RSM, we'll put them right here. They are as follows. So they are congruent to, I could give you N NST right now. So NST, which is this one. So we could say to NST, and it is also congruent to PTS. We could write angle PTS, and it is also congruent to HTV. HTV, let me write angle first. HTV. All right, so there it is that we got those, right? Now, the next question is asking us to give the angles that are congruent to PTV. PTV is the 43 here. Let me put this in blue. We want the angles that are congruent to this, but we're looking at them right there. Angle PTV is congruent to HT, this one right here, HDS, which is congruent to MST, this one, which is congruent to RSN. So there it is. All right. See you next time.